going down to San Diego and Mission Bay. I'm with Tyler Vanisdale. He is the owner of Mission Bay Fly Fishing down there. He is our connection with San Diego and the area down there on the coast, Mission Bay, San Diego Bay, the beaches down there. How you doing, Tyler?
I'm doing good, Rick. How you doing, man?
Perfect. Everything's going great. Getting the sun. We're right in the middle of it now in the summer, and a lot of fun stuff happening. So, what's happening down in your area? What's overall the fishery down there, and what's going on?
Right now, I'd say we are probably in almost perfect conditions right now. So it is really beautiful down here, San Diego. We've had a great holiday weekend coming off of the 4th. Temperatures are great. We're getting nice sunny days too. Today's a little gray today, but I do believe that probably the sun's going to burn through some of that marine layer today. But yeah, conditions are fantastic right now. The fishing is really hot. Water temperatures are up where they need to be. Current surface water temperatures are coming in right around 70 degrees, which also means that water temperature in the bay is probably even higher, probably pushing parts maybe 73, maybe even up to 75 degrees in certain spots. And then also along the coastline, as far as the surf is concerned, we got a nice flat, low energy coming in. It's a south by southwest swell that's been coming in. So with that's been coming in, bringing in some nice warm water. So when you walk out and touch the ocean, when you're going on the coast here in San Diego, it feels really, really good. And there's tons of fish to be caught right now, like spotted bay bass, yellowfin croaker's been the real winners right now as far as Mission Bay is concerned. And then yesterday I was in the surf and saw leopard sharks. I saw halibut cruising in the surf, which was awesome to see. So there's a lot of activity. A lot of fish are getting really active right now, and I think it's only going to get better from here because it's only early July, so we've got a lot more time to go into the dog days of summer for sure.
Tyler, let me ask you a question on temperature, water temperature in particular. So when we've talked, 65 to 70 degrees is going to be kind of your primary range in the bays. It's at 70 degrees right now. When we're talking temperature in rivers or creeks, it's always sort of this range where, it's too cold down here and too hot up there, and it gets to be a problem as things get high. Is that the same thing in the bay on the coast, that there's a range and it gets too warm, things start to slow down? Or on the coast, is it literally just the warmer the better?
It literally is the warmer the better. So as far as the capabilities of that water getting too warm, I've never seen that happen before. So I'm sure there is probably a certain point where it would get too warm, but as far as historically, I don't think that's really ever going to happen. So, but here from what, the warmer the better. For this fishery and this particular, the species that are here, it's really going to activate their metabolism. They're really going to want to have to feed more often and as much as they can during that time frame when they get that warmer water. So, just seeing so much activity recently. I'm just really excited about the coast. And of course the bay as well too, always, but I love fishing the coastline on the surf. So when those water temperatures get there, it's fantastic. And then the second thing that needs to happen is we need that surf to be flat as possible, because if we get 3 to 4 foot waves or bigger, that's just so much energy out there pushing. So to throw a fly line out there to try to sink that fly line through all that energy is really, really tough. So it's better when I can track it. We can get like 1 to 2 foot surf days, which is great. So, but the water temperature thing, I think the warmer the better, and it puts us in the real breadbasket for that time frame.
So you're then with the tide on the coast there. You're saying that it looks good right now in terms of the height of the surf, which is great.
Yeah.
Tell me how you target. What are you exactly you're targeting on a typical day there, and then how are you doing it?
As far as species, like what kind of species I would target. So number one, especially right now, we're waiting for the Corbina to arrive here in San Diego. I'm sure there's some out there. They always are, but we're not seeing them in big numbers. We're actually able to spot them cruising along in the skinny water is what it's called. So, but after that, it'd be halibut. Like I really like fishing holes and really trying to target that halibut. So, like I said, one of my big goals is trying to catch a trophy halibut here. And here, a trophy halibut in San Diego is going to be like a 30-incher. So, which I have not had yet the chance to catch yet. So,
but Tyler, explain fishing holes. When you said fishing holes, what does that mean?
So along the coastline, there's structure, and a lot of times people get confused of what that structure is. And all it is really for our beaches is if any of you have ever walked down on the beach before and you're just kind of walking onto the water, and all of a sudden there's a hole and you step down into it, you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. That's a small piece of structure, and it could be as small as a couple feet or just a few inches, depth, or maybe just a grade that kind of goes down. Or it can be a big hole that's actually massive that you and I could actually jump headfirst into, and we have to take like a couple of tugs into the water to get to the bottom. And sometimes it can be a trough that's actually runs parallel to the beach. So it's just like a dugout trough that's running along the beach. And that's the structure. And those fish are going to go and sit in those, just like trout would sit in river systems with pockets and holes. They're either going to sit in it and hold and wait for the food to come down into them, or they're going to go into those holes and into those troughs, actually trying to like ambush other food and seeing what they could scrounge up that way too. So in reality, and again, it's the same thing too, they're going to hold in that hole as well, letting that water pressure coming back and forth. And it's basically just a place for them to sit and just kind of wait it out and not have to be pushed around by so much water.
Perfect. Okay. And so when you're looking for those holes, now these holes are consistently in places, or are you each time you go down to the beach saying, okay, it could be anywhere that these are located, and and then how do you spot those?
So the best way to spot, like say if it's your first time out to your local beach, try to catch it on a low tide, and then key in on what you see as far as depressions, whatever it might be that you can visually see. And once you catch that on a low tide, try to you could even put like hot spots on your phone too, on a map on a phone if you wanted to kind of come back to it. But if not, like here, I have lifeguard towers that I can kind of rely on. So it's like lifeguard, 27 or 35. Like I know like there's typically holes within those areas. They can change with the energy of the ocean, so they may not look the same all the time, but typically they'll always be in that same type of area. So you'll find that you can start to rely on these holes just almost like you would like in a river system. When that corner has up there, has a pocket here, has a riffle there. Same thing with these out here. Like once you realize what they're at and what you're looking for, you can go back to them and continually see them, but they may change on you over time.
Really good advice. That was great, Tyler. So good stuff in terms of the looking for structure. I mean, it's totally different, right? I mean, you're thinking of structure, you're thinking of the rocks and, the spillovers
right,
and the eddies in a creek. Well, that doesn't happen in the a flat ocean. Well, there's structure there too. And it just that kind of depressions in the surf. Really good stuff. Tyler, you've got a casting clinic coming up here. Really cool stuff. Tell us about it.
I do, yeah. A free fly casting clinic coming up on Saturday the 16th. So it's free to everyone. It's just a good time to come on out. If you have a fly rod, bring it. If you don't worry about it. I'm going to have that on my social media stuff. We're going to be building a banner, so it'll be on Instagram, Facebook. I'm also going to try to put it on the website too. So if anyone's looking for that information, just go to my Instagram account or my Facebook account. You can also go to my website, which is www.missionbayflyfishingco.com. Feel free to give me a call, an email, a text. If anyone has any questions, just hit me up, and I'm happy to help wherever I can.
Perfect. And I'll put the link here as well. So that's Saturday, July 16th. What time are you starting off in the morning there, Tyler?
We're going to start at 8 in the morning, and I think we're going to run to about noon. So it gives us a good span of time. So if you want to sleep in, you can.
Beginners as well as veterans. Anybody?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, anyone who just wants to come out and cast. So if you've never cast a fly rod, come on out. If you just want to meet some people and just talk fly fishing, you can do that too. So it's no pressure. It's just for fun. Okay. It's not a structured type lesson thing. So if you come at 10 or 11, just come on out. I'll hand you a fly rod, and we'll just cast a little bit and just have some fun.
And then roughly whereabouts is this location?
So the location is going to be Mission Bay Park. And Mission Bay Park is kind of big. So in my social media stuff, I'll have everything kind of narrowed down on the exact location. But it will be in Mission Bay Park, which is probably closest to Mission Beach and Pacific Beach here in San Diego.
Okay, perfect. All right, at least we got a good general idea. Mission Bay Park, Saturday, July 16th. come on
Yep.
out. Tyler is going to be out there, both beginners and veterans alike. Appreciate it, Tyler. Great report, and looking forward to that casting clinic. You'll let us know how that goes.
Awesome.
That was Tyler Vanisdale, Mission Bay Fly Fishing Company. He guides down in Mission Bay, in San Diego Bay, and then the beaches there. And we were talking a little bit about the coastline. So they're very different environments, especially the bay versus that coast. And Tyler's got it dialed in down there on what to do, how to do it there with the fly fishing for various species, saltwater species in those areas. So if you're looking for a guide down in that area, Tyler's the guy to be hooking up with. And I appreciate his report this time, and we'll see you all next time on the back end.